Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing my current summer fragrance tray in partnership with Twisted Lily. These are 10 of the best fragrances for warm weather, so if you are a fellow sun-worshipping tropical goddess, maybe you have some exciting summer vacation plans coming up and you want to smell incredible, this is the video for you. I have some old and new favorites all mixed in. And I always love working with Twisted Lily because they are truly one of the best places to shop for niche fragrances. For one thing, they remove a lot of the risk and stress of shopping for fragrances you've never smelled before online because they have such extensive sampling options. But they're also ahead of the curve when it comes to their AI tools, like the Scent Genie, which is a really fun search engine where you enter your prompt, type in a few words describing how you want to smell, and it will immediately populate some suggestions for you to check out. As you're browsing the Twisted Lily website, if you have any questions that you need answered right away, you also have access to AI Lily, the digital assistant, right there in the chat box. So they make it very easy and convenient. Not to mention they always have new brands. They're always adding new fragrances. We wanted to make sure you and your loved ones smell your absolute best this summer. So if you enter the code Erin at checkout, it will save you $30 off a purchase of $150 or more. It's not going to last forever, so I will make sure the code, the information, everything you need to know about all of these fragrances is listed down below in the description box. We're starting with a new favorite, not a new fragrance, but new to my collection, and I want you to picture an island getaway, spending the day at the beach, tan, oily skin, suntan lotion, pina colada in hand. That is what comes to mind whenever I smell Holidays from Mancera. And you know the range of Mancera fragrances are a bit on the stronger side, so this has a power to it even though it is the most calming, relaxing, tropical coconut fragrance I have ever smelled. This was an instant yes. It's a favorite. I need it in my collection. I also have to talk about this as one of the best fragrances for summer. Key notes include sparkling bergamot, coconut, tiara flower, ylang ylang, marine notes, sandalwood, vanilla pods, and white musk. You have your giant beach bag in one hand, you already grabbed your towels, you have your flip-flops on, sunglasses, hat, you are ready for your beach day or your pool day, and you're making your way down from your room, walking through the resort out to your destination. That is what this smells like. It smells like a tropical resort. And it doesn't give me Miami hotel vibes. This is the Bahamas, or Hawaii, or the Florida Keys, like Isla Morada. Any of those destinations where you go to relax and do nothing, that is what this smells like. It's the perfect carefree everyday fragrance. It's a bit more casual. I think you could wear this getting dressed up, going somewhere really special. But when I smell this fragrance, I guess because it is so calming and relaxing, I just think of like a crisp white button-down shirt, denim shorts, flip-flops, getting out the door. So running errands, you're not thinking too much about it. It's a very easy grab and go fragrance for the summertime. A very enjoyable, very pleasant sunscreen scent. So maybe for those days that you wish you were at the beach, you really wish you were on vacation even though you're not. So you spritz this fragrance and it makes you feel like you are on holiday. Another one of my summer favorites for daytime is Lust for Sun by Juliette Hazagan, an incredible fragrance to wear in warmer weather. This also transports me to the beach. I would probably wear this for a similar occasion as Mancera Holidays. It's a great, easy, everyday, casual grab-and-go fragrance. They even share similar notes, but I would say Holidays is a little bit more coconut forward. While this contains coconut, it's a little bit further in the back, harder to detect. You get more coconut as the fragrance dries down, but this gives me more juicy, luscious, tropical flower. It's fresh and solar. Keynotes include ylang ylang, manoi, coconut water, vanilla, and musk. It smells like a tropical garden filled with fresh flowers. It's very radiant, like you're connecting with nature. It really does smell like you're spending time outdoors. A pool day, a beach day, a casual summertime scent does not have the same sunscreen quality. It's as if you forgot your sunscreen for the day and you're just going to be sun-kissed with pink cheeks and freckles on your nose. If you like tropical fragrances but you don't love coconut or you don't want to smell like sunscreen and you prefer florals, this is definitely worth checking out. Let it dry down on your skin. It is magical. I have another new addition to my collection. When I tell you this fragrance has been on my wish list for years, I have always loved this. The moment I tried a sample, I remember trying the sample because it was instant love. One of those fragrances that you try and it's, yes, I love that. I need it. And I think I ended up going with something else at the time, but it's been living in the back of my mind rent-free. Sunset Hour from Goldfield and Banks, Australia. This fragrance is the essence of sunset. It's golden hour in a bottle. It smells so romantic. It's tropical, but not an obvious tropical fragrance. And while I would definitely wear this daytime, especially since I just want to douse my body in this at all times, I think it could be an evening fragrance as well. It just sort of moves effortlessly through time and occasion. I think you could wear this anytime. This is truly summer signature scent worthy. Keynotes include mandarin, Australian desert peach, raspberry, jasmine sambac absolute, ginger, Madagascar pink pepper, Australian sandalwood, cashmere wood, and Laos benzoin. I'm just now reading the notes and suddenly it all makes sense. It has the dynamic duo raspberry and peach. It's a princess perfume. This is a princess summertime fragrance. I absolutely love fragrances with raspberry and peach. There's something about it. It smells very luscious and fruity, delicious, but unexpected. It gives the fragrance this forbidden fruit, tropical goddess, mermaid feel. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's just delicious. It smells very warm, a little bit sensual, but effortless and just wearable, always appropriate. I think this is an anytime, any place type of fragrance. I am so excited to wear this summer. It's as if Roja Elixir had a very tan, saltwater loving surfer sister, tropical Barbie princess. I wanted to bring you range, so we're moving away from the tropical fragrances for a moment. Hermetica Bloom Tea is a new launch in 2024. In fact, it just came out a couple weeks ago. It is a gorgeous floral tea fragrance, and the dry down is so pretty on the skin. For a floral fragrance, it's pretty powerful. The projection is really impressive. Key notes include white lavender, green tea extract, clary sage essence, rose absolute, geranium essence, heliotrope, pear, musk, moss, and tonka bean. Instead of transporting you to the beach somewhere, this transports you to Alice in Wonderland tea party in the garden. There's something really refreshing about it, very natural, like fresh cut garden clippings, peaceful, zen, very pretty and dainty. I wouldn't describe this as casual, but still a great everyday summer fragrance. It's very dreamy, effortlessly chic. If you love tea fragrances, you have to try Bloom Tea. I feel like this would be a great clean girl, vanilla girl, old money type of fragrance. That's just the overall style that comes to mind because it smells unique and it smells really incredible, but not like you're trying too hard. Like you just woke up like this. You woke up a princess. This is really unexpected and I am so excited to wear this fragrance this summer. A new addition to my collection from DS and Durga. I believe this is the only fragrance from this brand that I've ever even sampled and I fell in love. It's called Pistachio, a very spicy pistachio gourmand fragrance. Key notes include pistachio, cardamom, more pistachio, roasted almond, even more pistachio, and vanilla cream. It's playful, nutty, and delicious, a really nice evening fragrance. I think this is more of a date night, weekend fragrance, and it has that warmth to it, which reminds me a little bit of summertime. I wouldn't say this is exclusively a summer fragrance, but when I smell this, I get really excited to wear it for summertime. If you love pistachio and you like the idea of a pistachio fragrance, which is very difficult to find, I think when you imagine pistachio in scent form, this is really what you want. I think this is what people are looking for. And I know I've talked about how I don't really like to layer my fragrances or combine too many things. I think this is perfect on its own, but I do kind of get excited to try this with other things, just see what would happen. Now, because this is new to my collection, I don't have a ton of experience wearing this fragrance out. It's smelling very bold on the blotter card right now, but in my limited experience, I feel like this does sit a little bit closer to the skin as it dries down, but the dry down is so pretty on the skin, I don't even care. It's one of those fragrances that smells so good. Even if you have to put your nose a little bit closer to the wrist, you don't care because this is how you want to smell. And it makes it a bit more romantic that way. It kind of lures somebody in a little bit closer so that they can smell you. This reminds me a little bit of Mandorle Rouge Orchidee in that it just smells like delicious tan moisturized skin that's edible. Another one of my favorite gourmand fragrances that I have loved wearing recently is Initio Absolute Aphrodisiac. I have the little travel spray, and I would say I'm probably close to halfway done. I've taken this on trips, I wear this out all the time, and I absolutely love wearing this fragrance. It smells like vanilla and musk. It's edible, it's seductive. This is decadent dessert, seduce your man, date night in a bottle. Not exclusively a summer fragrance, but I haven't been able to put it down, so I'm going to be wearing it a lot this summer. It just smells incredible. Keynotes include white flowers, amber, vanilla, musk, and castoreum. It definitely projects. You get a lot of musky vanilla. I've received so many compliments wearing this fragrance, which comes down to the fact that people can smell it. I can smell this fragrance hours after I've applied it, which I really like. As soon as I finish my travel spray, I'll definitely be replacing it with the full-size bottle. I need this in my collection. I've never layered this with anything else. It's perfect on its own, but smelling this right after the pistachio, I do sort of wonder if the two would layer nicely together. I feel like that could be a really killer combination. They're masterpieces on their own, but I do think it'd be fun to mix them together and see what happens. And the award for the most beautiful fragrance bottle has to go to Elysium from Roja. This is another 2024 launch. I love the crystals on top, the iridescent finish. It looks very dreamy, whimsical, just like the fragrance juice inside. Keynotes include bergamot, mandarin, blackberry, peach, geranium, peony, freesia, lily of the valley, ylang-ylang, jasmine, magnolia, violet, bay rose, and cedarwood. You have your fruits, your florals, your musky finish. This is a very perfumey perfume, and I say that in the best way possible, but whenever I smell Elysium, kind of reminds me of like a vintage fragrance that just smells like a bouquet. I get a little bit of bubbly, fancy shampoo lather, like one of those really expensive shampoos. It's a little bit of a clean, transparent floral fragrance. And you know how I feel about peach and peony. It has so many of my favorite notes. I knew that I was going to love this fragrance before I even smelled it. I was instantly hooked just by the look of the bottle, but it truly smells effervescent. If you love peach and musk, I think you will love Elysium. Next, we have a vanilla and chocolate. This one I've had in my collection, and this is a brand new launch. Via Cavour 1 from Xerjoff, and then Vanilla Powder from Matière Première. This is a vanilla forward fragrance, but it definitely has some oomph, and it's more of a coconut vanilla. I would say both of these are more weekend, evening, romantic fragrances. Vanilla Powder has keynotes of Palo Santo oil, vanilla, coconut powder, and white musk. I really love how realistic and natural this fragrance smells. The vanilla is nice and soft. The musk, the powdery quality is really pretty and subtle. The coconut is a very woody coconut, so I would not say this is a tropical fragrance. I definitely would not put this in the same category as Lust for Sun or Mancera Holidays. It's funny how some of these fragrances share the same key notes, but they smell so completely different. Not overly sweet or edible, completely different from Absolute Aphrodisiac from Initio. There's a beautiful simplicity about this fragrance. It just smells really nice. It just smells pleasant. It's a bit calming and peaceful. Whenever I smell this fragrance, I do picture myself getting dressed up, maybe an all-white summer outfit, like a white dress, sandals, bag. A boat day, spending time near the water, some sort of elevated, sophisticated occasion. Work appropriate, office appropriate. You could wear this fragrance running errands if you really wanted to. It smells effortlessly chic. It has a more mature feminine energy. I really like powdery fragrances. If you like vanilla and you like musk, and you don't want something that's super ferocious and seductive like Absolute Aphrodisiac, I think this is a really beautiful choice. And if you are sick and tired of vanilla, you have enough vanilla fragrances in your collection, you're ready for something a bit chocolatey, Via Cavour one from Xerjoff is a boozy, rich, chocolatey fragrance. It is so yummy. It has quince, white peach, absolute rose, dark chocolate, caramel, and vanilla. It's giving decadent dessert, very mouth-watering, addicting. It's that ooey, gooey, boozy, chocolatey deliciousness. Very intense, very date night, evening, getting dressed up, a bold red lip, high heels. Very warm and sensual. I love the amber. I don't pick up a lot of patchouli in this fragrance, which I actually think is a good thing. And the oud note is really beautiful. I think it blends really nicely in with the chocolate, the caramel, vanilla. Everything just goes really nicely together. If you like Peregrina from Thameen London, I think you will really like Via Cavour one. They're not the same, but they have similar-ish qualities. Peregrina is probably a little bit more of a candied rose, candied floral. It's a little bit sweeter, very, very feminine. This leans feminine in my opinion as well, but it's a bit more dark, moody, decadent. Definitely one of the most beautiful, but one of the most wearable rose oud fragrances in my collection. Sometimes that heavy rose oud caramel combination is a little bit too much, especially living in Miami. It just feels heavy, like my nose can't handle it. Whereas this feels very wearable in my opinion. I feel like I could wear this right now over the summer for a date night, getting dressed up, and it wouldn't be too much, it wouldn't be too heavy. Even though it's intense, it's not off-putting. Another stunning creation from Xerjoff, what can I say? I'm adding this to my collection and it's one of my new favorites. If you watch a lot of my fragrance videos and you're familiar with my tastes, my preferences, then you already know what fragrance is next. I couldn't possibly talk about my favorite fragrances for summer without mentioning Dama Bianca from Xerjoff. This is one of my summer favorites, indefinitely. To me, this is just classic summertime. It's an island tropical princess fairy fragrance. Key notes include lime, kumquat, iris, Egyptian jasmine, lily of the valley, violet, Indonesian sandalwood, cedarwood, vanilla beans, ambrette seeds, white musk, and burnt malt. It has this bright zing right away. It's very invigorating, very zesty, citrusy, followed by tropical florals and a creamy vanilla dry down. It's perfection. It is exactly what I want in a tropical summer fragrance. It's very bright and happy. It's a mood-boosting fragrance. Has a little bit of that clean Herbal Essences shampoo feel to it. And I think it's a great daytime fragrance. You probably could wear this for a date night, but I think this is a special occasion during the day type of scent. If you're going somewhere special, if you're celebrating a birthday, an anniversary, some sort of big event, this is a great fragrance. Over the years, I've noticed it gained popularity. It deserves all of the hype and attention. And because it's Xerjoff and it's so niche, you're never going to feel like everybody else around you is wearing this. It still feels incredibly special. One of the best fruity florals of all time. It's so unique. It has that wow factor. It's not your stereotypical tropical fragrance, but to me, this still smells like an island vacation, a sunset, a fresh fruit salad, but it doesn't just smell like sunscreen or coconut or pina colada. It still has that elegance. It's very luxurious. I think this would be a beautiful bridal fragrance if somebody's getting married on the beach, or maybe you have a destination wedding. This would be beautiful. If you like fresh, aquatic, burst of citrusy type of fragrances, if you want to smell like a mermaid, Dama Bianca is the perfect one for you. And that is my current summer fragrance rotation, some of the best fragrances to wear this summer. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, questions down below. I'm curious if you have a favorite that you're wearing right now or something that you always look forward to wearing over the summer. Drop me a comment. We'll keep the conversation going there. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned, everything on my face, all of the information you need for the discount will be down below in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.